The legend is here. Joy Boy. The liberation of the drums, or was the drums the liberation? Monkey D. Luffy. Come on, no. Now, last chapter, I was hating heavy. But it grew on me with all the fan art and the whole explanation of Luffy, using his imagination for his powers and all that. This whole, Gear 5 things grew on me. So I'm willing to give it a chance now. So we're going to see if it's actually greatness. The legend, Monkey D. Luffy. Gatling gun. Time for the Toon Force, baby. Let's get into it. Chapter is in the live reaction comments. It's time. Okay. So we got the weekly Jump cover page. Weekly Jump cover page. All right. Cool picture of Luffy. Yeah, cool. Let's get into it. Okay. Rusat Nami, yeah. Okay. Chapter 1045, next level. A new level, Gear 5. Huh. I sure thought you were dead. So did I. Ha. Looks like your rubber is affecting other things as well. Oh, awakening? Huh. That's what one would expect from awakened Paramecia. Still, it's kind of strange. A transformation like yours is more refined of a Zoan type fruit. Because he's a Zoan. But y'all don't know that. God damn you. What the heck? Popeye energy. Go. Gomu no. What did he just do to Luffy? I mean, Kaido. Did he go inside his mouth and like beating him from the inside? Balloon. Oh my god. Luffy just did a balloon inside his stomach. Ah, damn you. What the heck? Shut up, Ad. What's that? What's going on? I don't know, but Kaido is looking fatter. I don't remember him having a form like that. It's not like my body's made of rubber, damn it. What's going on? Oh, 2 days of light. Wait, what the heck? Gomu, no. What in the Toon Force is going on? He reached through his eyes. I knew it was going to be some Toon Force physics, man. Well, let me check something real quick. What's going on? He reached through his eyes. Okay. Let me check something. This nigga really using Toon Force, man. You love to see it. Just gotta check something real quick. Let me play the music while y'all waiting. Time is here for Monkey D. Luffy. Okay. But yeah, it's like Luffy still it is in a situation as to where as to where at least for now, I don't know what hopefully I'm not getting my hopes up. Because it seems like at least for now, it seems like there's a situation as to where Luffy. I reread the chapter and I've seen some things on Twitter and stuff that kind of made me see a different viewpoint. I maybe wasn't reading the chapter right because I was just like so against the whole idea of it, the whole concept of it. But when I went back at stuff, it's like Luffy still has trained to get to this point. He still you know, it's still Luffy's strength because he's as strong as his imagination allows him to be. I don't know how far that's gonna go, but Luffy's reaching through his eyes, so some pretty crazy stuff. Gomu Gomu no pluck. Whoa, what the heck? He just went through his eyes. Escape rocket. No. Shh. What the heck just happened? I like how it's so goofy because all the fan art of Gear 5 makes it look makes it look so edgy and so extreme. Like the one when he has full body hockey. Look like he looking like Virgo's son. Shh. Boom. Puff. Gomu Gomu no Luffy, huh? So what did he just do? He went inside his stomach. He reached through his eyes and went out. It's like he went out his eyes and escaped. What the freak is going on? Giant. Oh my god. Bro, is this a parody? Is this real? I feel like this is fake. Like this panel right here, I'm gonna show y'all. This feels fake. Not in a bad way, but like this feels like you know how people be releasing them like them parody chapters. Look at this. This doesn't look like a real panel. Like Luffy just being giant Ramley. Like it feels. Oh yeah, what's up by the way, Cat? Yeah, man. I think this shot is pretty good, man. I think it's pretty. I like the tune for it. It's giant. I like. Oh my god, what the heck? Giant Luffy. It's hard to kind of tell the difference between Momonosuke and Kaido sometimes though. If Kaido has some horns and he has the long mustache out. I mean, Momonosuke kind of has a mustache too, but Kyle specifically black mustache. Who is that, huh? Why does it have Luffy voice? Wait, is that Luffy? God, what the heck just happened? What in the cartooniness is going on? Kyle just bit him. Gomu Gomu no. Oh, he's finna body slam him. Jump rope. Oh man, this is a great chapter, man. This is hilarious, bro. Gomu Gomu no jumping rope. God, this is so cartoony. What? Bolo breath. Oh dang, it's shading. Ouch, it burns. What is Bolo breath? It's like a random blast. Luffy's like falling out of the air. He turned giant. Kyle bit him. And then, oh man, Luffy's actually a great protagonist. I'm sorry for what I said about Luffy last chapter, because this fits Luffy's personality so well, man. This is fucking funny, bro. This is fucking hilarious. That's pretty funny, man. Hold up, dude. I'm dead, bro. This is funny. This is actually hilarious. Ouch, it burns. Whoa, he took the bullet breath directly? Dang, bro. Oh my god. Luffy's simmering. Look at him. He's like completely blacked out, like Joy Boy be in them silhouettes. I've had enough. And now he's running on air. Bro, oh my god, bro. I thought maybe it was gonna just be a whole fandom head can thing, but Luffy's actually is Looney Tunes. He's actually using tune physics. He's running on air like a cartoon. Like cartoons like the Road Runner. Oh man. Bong. I'm asleep. Gomu no mo no. Oh, Kyle went to his original form. Kozun Raga Noruku. It hurts. God, his eyes popped out. Like the old school cartoons. I remember Ola said somewhere a long time ago that no matter what, the reason why he made Luffy's fruit the way it is because he wanted it to be oh, okay, I got you, cat here. Um, he wanted to still be some levity, so that's why he made Luffy's fruit like it is. Oh, everybody's eyes popping out now, bro. This is terrible. Oli is a troll, man. Who? He looks straight out of a comic book, bro. The fourth wall. Gotta lean on the fourth wall, man. Ow, that was quite a performance. But aren't you at your limit now? You can't defeat me. Shut up. I'm perfectly fine. What the heck just happened to his face? I'm tired. Who the hell are you? Huh? Is this real, bro? Am I getting trolled? You're right. I almost died. It's really exhausting. Just die already. There'll be tales of you guys fighting in history. Like I want to hear that. Huff huff. If I die on the bones, everyone will remain. Dang. It's really Luffy with his clothes and hair turned white. Oh, so it's, wait, his whole. Okay, so that's gonna make the fan art interesting. Uh, some of the fan art is a little bit wrong then. Luffy's hair and clothes turn white. He looks like a totally different person, but his voice is fading away. What the heck? Oh no! Don't turn to Joy Boy. Please don't. This was good. This was actually good. This was actually good. Please don't turn to Joy Boy. This can't be over yet. Momo Tama, Huff Huff Kinemon, Pedro. Oh, his eyes is gone. Whoa, hey, you're gonna die. Kyle's just laughing. Like this is hilarious. Kyle's like this is hilarious. Dun dun. Oh, is the dun dun supposed to be the sound of the drums, like the drum deliberation? Why would you think something like that would scare me? Rise even louder, heartbeat. Bring it. There it is. It's the sound. Luffy, watch out. Oh, what he's gonna do to the club? Bruh. Look at this, man. Look at this. Oh, that is funny. He's hilarious. Why? It hurts. He's gonna spring back up, right? Like boing. Or he's gonna be flattened like a pancake, like that be happening in cartoons. I knew it. He's gonna spring back up. One, two, three, zero. Oh no, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bro, somebody got to add some Looney Tunes sound effects to this chapter. Where's the Looney Tunes sound effects? Let me look them up real quick. No, I'm just gonna play the theme. Hopefully I don't get copyright. Imagine getting copyright for the Looney Tunes thing that been out for like what? Since like 1970s. Like that was an ad right now. How y'all doing, by the way, yo? How y'all enjoying this chapter? Are you mad this chap, man? Unless there's gonna be something where he's actually enjoyable the whole time, you have no reason to really be mad. Because honestly, this is like the embodiment of One Piece. You know, like the embodiment of kind of Luffy's character. I mean, I was mad last chap, and I still kind of would prefer if Luffy's fruit was normal and he got to this point by himself. But it is still a point to where Luffy he still is great because he's great because of the fact that the fruit is only limited by his imagination. You know, and Luffy's very imaginative right now. What the hell is wrong with this guy? He could turn himself pure white. It's different from Armin that conquers hockey. What the heck? I never seen such a free fighting style that can also affect the others like that. There's no one in the world who can defeat me. Did he just punch through Kaido's head or through his club? What the fuck? He just killed Kaido. LKK. Oh, I forgot to make myself full screen. Have I been like that the whole time? I forgot to make myself full screen again. This is pretty fun, isn't it, Kaido? Oh no, wait. But why did it look like it went through his head? Kaido still emotions rising. I give that chapter a 9 out of 10. That was a great chapter. I love the cartooniness, the Looney Tunes of the whole form, because it's really it's really stretching to the fullest extent of rubber. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Luffy can go through a keyhole now. It's really like this is One Piece. Like One Piece not an edgy manga. It's not a. It has serious stuff in it, but it's ultimately meant to be comedic. It's meant to be goofy. Like it's devil fruits. Like the Gum Gum No, some guy would have like the ability to control lead, and his fruit be named the Pencil No Me. Like it's kind of goofy. Like even just the names of the fruits. Like Kyle's literally a fish. Like Kyle's literally a fish. Like the big antagonist of the series is a fish. Like One Piece, like even with the very names, even with serious characters, they're like you look at their fruit names, it'll be some goofy stuff. Like it's kind of embodied in One Piece, and yeah, man. I wonder what Cat got to say about the shop. With the comments, I got a comment. I think he rubberized Kaido's head, so he didn't punch through it. He just stretched his head with his fist. Huh. That's possible. But I actually really, really like that chat, man. The form is growing on me a lot. Like I said, I would prefer he was normal, but I like this though. This is fun, and it fits Luffy's character. And plus, it goes to the extent of rubber. It goes to the extent rubber can do, because this is actually perfect for what Oda's trying to do. Like the whole keeping the funness of One Piece, and Luffy's fruit is perfect for representing a whole type of Looney Tunes type thing, which is definitely what's going on here. So yeah, I gave the chapter 9 out of 10. And Cat, what your thoughts on it, man?
Terrible.
What?
Absolutely, positively horrible.
That was horrible.
So, the one reason why I wasn't so critical of the last chapter is because I figured that the whole zaniness for the eyes of the characters and things that
Did
weren't
you not see
related to
Luffy? Did you
weren't
not see the
related to the
eyes pop out of the head like a Looney Tunes last chapter?
yeah.
That's what
I assumed
the whole fandom been like editing in Looney Tunes themes
I
and
I
like putting them against Popeye. Like remember the Popeye tweet, because we knew it was gonna be a Looney Tunes like.
I
And
assumed
Oda's
it was just Oda trying to fit the mood and not literally make it where it's part of his ability.
his ability is literally to be a cartoon. That's actually kind of
And
dope.
I'm not a fan of the reveal that this is taking it literally. Not a fan at all. Um, I think it's actually pretty garbage, to be honest, because it's just Oda saying, "Oh, well, now I have an excuse to make things wacky," and not necessarily
He reached through Kyle's eyes.
the whole the whole thing where, oh, his power causes people's eyes to do weird things now. What's the purpose of that? What's the
You
purpose
said
of that
what?
within the story? What's the purpose of that? How is that being used to help him win this fight?
What?
I'm just expected to sit here and look at the whole, oh, whenever something cartoony happens, it's a part of Luffy's ability because
It's
I'm
freaking
Oda and I
hilarious.
just want to shove in any way I can make myself laugh as possible. Uh,
It's hilarious, man.
no, I'm not a fan. I think it's terrible. I think it's terrible, and if this is what we have to look forward to for the rest of the freaking series,
At
like
least with this gear, at least with this gear form.
like
Probably not every single form he has was to
I
get
mean,
more.
the only way that Oda could possibly make me feel good about this is if Blackbeard got a copy of this fruit somehow, and he and Luffy both had these kinds of abilities and went at it. Outside of that, no.
You got a problem with Luffy just having these OP abilities?
It's not about them being OP. I'm fine with things being OP, but just I'm gonna let him do things just to be wacky because I'm Oda and
I mean, that's One Piece though, man. Read another manga.
no, it didn't used to be this way.
Just go read another manga, bro. It's One Piece. I'm in the
That
wrong.
thing with punching him in the head like that and the
No, that
eyes
was weird.
popping
That was
out
weird
like
though.
that.
That drew me off. I was
No,
confused what happened there.
you know,
I'm not gonna
it's one thing for him to say, okay, well, the power of this fruit is to embody freedom, which makes sense because
Hey, can
him
you help me
having
find not bad to cut you off, but can you help me find Loner? I'm trying to see he wants to get in here. I was actually thinking about it, like if we end
I'm
up having a lab, I want to get Loner. Do you
I
like
do
have
not.
do you
It,
know
it's
his at? Do you know his at? Like his at?
well, if I was to go and try to contact him, I'd get booted out of the
So
stream here.
you don't know his at by heart, like on his server, because I'm trying to find him.
Well, remember, I'm on a phone, so
No, I'm asking. I was just asking. Do you know it by heart?
uh, I do not.
Cause I'm trying. I typed in Loner his own server. I'm trying to figure out where he is, but I can't find him.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
I
not
don't.
feeling it.
Craig in the. I remember a show a long time ago named
Like
Sonic Craig.
I hate to say it, but this actually makes me like Luffy less as a character now. It really does. Like,
Um, I guess this. Wow. The duality of man. 'Cause last chapter I hated last chapter, but it was less about the fact that it was cartoony and more about the fact that I wanted like I would have been completely fine. Like I think it would have been even better if Luffy got this way on his own. Like he just developed this fruit like this on his own because he is rubber. He is
yeah,
a rubber. Rubber is often the like everything Luffy was doing
no, bro, out of the way, kid.
exactly the reason why I think it's perfect for Luffy to be like if he wanted to go this cartoony route, why I think it's perfect for Luffy specifically. It only work for Luffy is because the way rubber moves is the way a lot of times does things in a cartoon. Like how, like I said, when I was reading the chapter, how I was like, Luffy's gonna get squished and he's gonna bounce back up, or if Luffy heart's pumped out of his chest, if he sees food or something, because of rubber or something like that. Like it only really works logically with Luffy's character arc. So that's why I was a bit surprised when everyone's eyes were popping out their head, but it works the most logical with Luffy's character. He wanted to go that route. But Craig in the comments said, I don't think his power makes people's eyes do that. I think it's more of an NL face thing, which people do. But rather than NL's face was shocked, they do eyes popping out. Yeah. I don't think he makes people eyes do that either. It's just one of the things that kind of always trying to fit the tone, of
Yeah, that's what I
of
think it is. That's what I think it is. But honestly, my frustration comes from the fact that I need to know what the power literally is. I need it to be. This is something that he can't just have unexplained. This is something that literally needs to be explained. It does because
It's
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 just
it's based, it's based on imagination.
right. But he needs to actually make it clear that since his power is going to be so bizarre now, he needs to make it clear when something isn't related to the ability and is. Because my
What
frustration,
you thought he was literally making people's eyes pop out?
yeah, I did.
Oh wait, actually, you might be right because he says his power not only affects himself but also others.
And I'd be
So he
okay
might,
with
so he
that.
might do be doing that.
I'd be okay with that if there was a purpose for it.
No, literally,
Like
cause where is it in the chapter? He says something about his
like if
eyes.
their eyes
It was funny when Kylo said he looks straight out of a comic book.
yeah, if the eyes popping out was Luffy saying, "Hey, let me make it so that everybody here can watch this fight," and then he just uses his power to make their eyes move towards the fight so they can watch it, then it'd be fine. But if it's just like, "Oh no, well I just added this to the ability because I think it's a funny effect," it's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that. If you're gonna do something like have stars float around an enemy's head and it's because of Luffy's power somehow, can it have a practical purpose? Can it be
Why would it
something
be a practical purpose?
like make it so that the stars confuse the enemy and that's the reason why it happened, not just
You know what I think it is? I think just taking the story seriously, too seriously.
well, it used to be somewhat serious. I mean,
I think that's just all it is. I think you're taking One Piece too serious.
this is just taking it to a whole new level. This is just being wacky for the sake of being wacky. And
I mean, it's One Piece, man. I mean,
yeah, but like
it like it really is.
this just takes it too far for me. Like that'd be cool if Luffy used like a new version of Red Hawk, and then he punches Kaido. Kaido gets set on fire, and he's running around screaming like, "Hey, put me out! Put me out! Put me out!" Like a cartoon.
That wouldn't be a
That'd be
cartoon. That wouldn't be a cartoon. That'd be basic One Piece.
no, it wouldn't because that happens all the time in cartoons where somebody is on fire and they don't notice it at first, and then they run around screaming, waiting for somebody to throw a bucket of water on them, or
But
get a
why would Kylo do that though?
because that would be cartoony and it would be an effect of Luffy's moves. Like he's not even fighting him now. He's just playing around. He's not like using any of his attacks just with a comedic effect now. He's just, oh, my attack is to use yours as a jump rope.
That was funny.
And
Craig, makes me think of Sanji's nosebleed. It was a gag which turned to a plot point. Sounds like he asking for more stuff like that where gags have to have a reason.
yeah,
I mean, the Sanji gag being a plot point was trash, but I get what you're saying though on that. I mean, it
I
wasn't.
mean,
I mean, it wasn't trash. Like it was good for like demonstrating the racist. I mean, demonstrating the whole, we all had the same blood, yada yada yada, and all that the whole racist thing. I understand that point. But the fact that it just kept happening in Sandy made it kind of bad. But I do think that was a decent plot point in that sense. But this right here, I feel like I think it's only good because it's Luffy. Like I just feel like it makes Luffy. You gotta really think about it. Whether you like it or not, it's not like it's an inherently bad thing. It's not your cup of tea, but at least understand this. This wouldn't work for any other protagonist besides Luffy and Shonen. And you kind of
um,
gotta respect that in a way because it just shows how unique Luffy is.
I mean, I'd argue this could work for One Punch Man potentially.
I mean, One Punch Man doesn't really have. I mean, One Punch Man is a gag manga, but it doesn't have gags like this really, because unless someone had a power like this or something. Um, but One Punch Man also isn't a shonen to my memory.
It is, I believe, unless I'm mistaken, which I could very
I'm
well
pretty sure
be.
it's ascending. I don't know, but basically, even if you don't like something, you can understand. You can understand something. Last chapter I didn't like it, but like I said, I didn't like it, but I understood it. Like I understood, the whole freedom thing and the whole thing of that. I think this chapter actually made last chapter much better because of the fact that um I see a bit more on display. And well, I don't think this chapter itself made last chapter better. I think people in the community have made it better because it kind of made me understand it a bit more. Like yeah, Luffy still has gotten to this point more or less by himself, because it's due to his imagination as to why he can do these things. It isn't something as to where isn't it something as to where he got this random, new Genshin potential or something, just out of nowhere, So it's still mostly Luffy as to why he can do these things because of how Luffy is as a person.
I'm just gonna have to hope that he's just testing himself, like he's not actually taking this fight seriously, and that's the reason why he's just goofing around. Because when he fights seriously, he fights seriously. He comes at you with the punches, comes at you with the kicks, comes at you with the burning fists, all that stuff. Like I miss that, I miss that. Like
You
you
say
know,
you missed that, and it's only been going for one chapter. Like you acting like it's been like a whole arc. Like the way the stress you have right now, you're acting like this is going on for an entire arc.
I mean,
It's
since
one
this is the
chapter. It's one
nature,
chapter. It's one chapter. It's one funny chapter that was not supposed to be taken that seriously, and you took it super serious and upset about it. I'm not saying that I don't kind of understand what you're saying, and the fact that One Piece, you still want the fight to have a sense of seriousness to it, but at
I
the
just I
same
just want it to I just want it to be a like a cool fight. I want it to be like how it used to be, like trading blows and all that stuff.
I think this fight's gotten super interesting. It might not be cool in the standard sense, but I think it's super interesting now.
And I guess Luffy's just gonna clown every single opponent.
Because it's a route that I didn't expect. It didn't expect, and it's a route that could only work that will only come about in One Piece.
Just have to wait and see, is all.
I don't exactly like the way he got to it, but I don't have a problem with the abilities themselves. Like I wish he still had a normal Goma Goma no Mi, right? But it was a situation as to where all these abilities he's having right now is something he came up by himself. But I don't have a specific problem with it being cartoony. But man, the fandom was right though for once. And honestly, like when Luffy was having that talk at the end, and then when he punched Kyle in the face, that's when oh yeah, this fight finna truly get started. But let me since I feel like we spoken pretty much everything we want to say. Cat, he had his rant. I had my love for the chapter. We gonna look at some memes and some fan art because why not? While we here, since this whole chapter coming out early kind of destroyed my video. I was gonna have a video about theories and what the power is gonna be and stuff, but
I mean, we can
it.
still do that. It's not entirely done. I mean, we're still we're still just scratching the surface.
Let me see. Where's the fan art? So let's look at some stuff. Okay, so apparently Luffy is just completely white though.
Which is an interesting color.
Although it's weird because of the fact that last chap when they were showing it in color, his hair was red. Okay, so yeah, this is some fan art, some pretty cool fan art. Now this is my favorite of it right here. Let's see, make it bigger. Let's make it full screen. This is my favorite one right here. You see this one, Cat?
Yep.
This is my
Take
favorite one right here. This is fire. No pun intended. Now, this is pretty cool right here. This is what I have as the thumbnail right now. Yeah, some dope fan art.
Oh, here they go again.
Luffy literally became gigantic. Like what? That threw me off. I thought this was a fan made chapter when I saw that.
I think for me, what it is I don't understand how using him as a jump rope causes damage to him.
I don't think it does.
Like
I think
that's why I think he's just playing around. I don't think he's actually trying to hurt him yet or beat him
nah,
yet.
he's being a goofball. He's being a
Yeah,
cartoon right now.
he's just getting the hang of things.
Now this is super cool. Like this is really cool right here. I'm trying to figure out what was Kyle doing with that beam though. What was that beam specifically? What does it do?
Is that the same that he's always used?
Kaido. I'm talking about Kaido.
Yeah, isn't it the same thing he's always used? That fire blast.
No, I think it's a different one. Pretty sure it's a different one. Luffy just became old. He looked old real quick.
I just have to wonder, like, oh, okay.
Jump rope. He just making him dizzy, throwing him off. Okay, so boil of breath. Maybe he has already used that. I don't know. Does Kaido have any other moves? Now this making Kaido's moveset look kind of boring. Oh my god, this is fucking awesome. I'm gonna show some. I'm trying to show some more, bro. Let me turn my camera on so you can see my. Yes sir, yes sir. Sun God Luffy. Look at this. This is so dope. Look at that form. Greatness in the making. Now this is funny right here. I'm gonna show it because this was what I was talking about with the whole Virgo Sun type thing. Now this is funny because the version Gear 5 Edge Lord is what the fan base that was gonna be like when you look at Gear 5 fan art like a long time ago.
I didn't
Oh
think it would be that way. By the way, I wasn't expecting it to look like that at all.
yeah, the Chad Nico God, the version Gear 5 Edge Lord.
Oh, holy hell! That wind is intense.
Oh, the win no me.
No, there's a huge storm that's about to start, and the
Uh-oh.
wind is kicking up like crazy.
Freaking dragon.
Yeah, right. No, so here's the thing. It's I actually
Maybe we could use some of these images that we had a video.
I
But
actually
go ahead.
I actually do like the appearance of this because like I guess I was kind of worried that it was going to be a gargantuan. Oh, it's another Gear 4 type thing where he's just huge and so on and so forth. But the fact that he's basically just the same shape that he always is, where he's scrawny, and the only difference is that his hair's changed. That's something that I actually, after thinking about it, like it a lot because
His eyes seem to change a bit. I get
they
what you're
they
saying.
seem to be red now.
And he turned white apparently, which we'll see how that looks now, man.
Which I'm wondering why the color white was chosen for his hair. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Like,
Yeah, I kind of prefer the idea of it looking like flames.
either that or just make it black like it's always been. You know what I mean? Like, just
But then we kind of really couldn't tell the difference, much the difference in
I
himself.
mean, yeah, but
Yeah, but yeah. But I'm finna show a basic summary of this chapter. Uh, so check out this summary of this chapter right here. All right, see, look, see this right here. You got this. You got this.
Oh damn, yeah, that's getting really bad. Hasn't even started raining or anything yet.
And you got this one.
I just
But
don't see how anyone's going to be able to stand up to him now, because he can just use wackiness to basically humiliate anybody. I mean, he's humiliating Kaido so easily.
you know what's
How
funny about that? Because people have stated before, Toon Force is the strongest. Is the strongest power that is possible because
yeah, now he thinks
you can't do anything against a cartoon. Like a cartoon, like you squish it, you shoot it, it just comes back.
yeah, and now he literally seems to have that. So I guess like honestly, this might as well be the final fight, because who the hell is going to challenge him now?
Luffy's easily top 5.
He's probably number one now just because of the wackiness of this ability. I mean,
I mean, the
like
only flaw I could see is the fact that if he can't control his wackiness, like maybe he don't take anything seriously at all.
honestly, I could see that. I was thinking maybe a limit for this could
Or a time
be
limit. Yeah, time limit.
well, not just a time limit, but maybe another weakness for this, if you will, could be what if something happens to make him no longer happy, like he sees something that makes him angry and then immediately loses this power, like because it's all dependent on being happy and free. So
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
like, and then we might see a version of this that's kind of like a combination of the two, where it's like the wackiness, like I don't want to say controlled because that isn't really the right way to look at it, but he's kind of acting, if you'll pardon the term because I know what's his name. Um, Luffy's kind of acting like a literal monkey now,
He's
which
acting
that's
like a
what
Looney Tunes.
he's acting like a cartoon monkey literally
That's
now.
what I call him a Looney Tunes. But
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
but he's acting like the way he's so um just all over the
Monkey,
place.
monkey D, monkey, monkey D,
Yeah, right.
goofy,
That's what
monkey D, goofy.
that's why I think he should have Monkey King as his
Etiquette.
epitaph, because like
Or
Monkey,
what if it's cartoon?
what, Toon King?
Yeah, Toon King or something.
That'd be pretty badass. Not gonna lie, like Toon King. I think what's gonna sell me on this is seeing this portion of the fight animated eventually in like 6 years from
Oh
now.
my god, the animation is gonna be the animation, bro. If they don't add in the Looney Tunes sound effects, like when they yell this stuff like that, if you
They'd
don't
have
add
to.
in like the wacky old cartoon sound effects, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be disappointed.
I think I think I will come around to this chapter. I just need to see like, or I'll come around to what he can do now. It's just, it's that like,
Is that having to get used to it type thing?
yeah, I'm sure it'll happen eventually.
And because
Um,
last chapter, because this had to grow on me, and like the fan base saved this for me,
I
because I was just because like I was saying, I was just thinking that everything Luffy did was just because he was the chosen one, just because it was a prophecy. But then someone specified for me, I don't think it's the right wording,
oh god,
um, that basically, it's his imagination. But yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
By the way, I know you don't kind of like this whole concept still, but you gotta admit this is funny. Like that
it,
was on the screen.
it's definitely going to grow on me. It's just one of
No,
those
no, no.
things.
I'm talking about what I got on the screen right now. You gotta admit this is pretty creative.
Yeah, but I've also seen it before. But
All
yeah,
the
you're right.
features, how high will your ceiling go, and the
Um, so I've got a few questions. Kaido mentions that Luffy was using armament hockey in this chapter. Did you see it? Because I didn't see his
I
um
didn't see it either, man. I'm gonna look back though.
like,
Um,
because he said he's using armament hockey and conquerors, but it's not really clear that that's occurring because of everything else that's going on. I mean, is he just not using hardening now?
um, I mean, let me look back. I mean, it's kind of. I still can't get over how he became gigantic. Um,
Wait, did he become gigantic?
Literally, yeah. That's what I was talking about. You didn't hear me say that?
Oh, you mean when he inflated his head or something?
No, he literally became gigantic.
Oh, I must have missed that.
You want me to pull it up on the screen?
Please do, because I've clearly missed that.
Okay. All right. See, look.
Oh, damn, yeah, I did miss that. Holy hell!
That's why I was like. That's why I was like. That's what I was saying. I was like, I thought this was another manga because he literally became a giant. Like I
Yeah,
can't.
that
I can't show it too long. They'll take it. You know,
so
waste your
so
time.
so that kind of um and I think you made a great point there. I'm assuming you go by J Wolf 112. He is like Plastic Man. I guess I was expecting him to be more like um well, I won't say who I was expecting him to be more like because that just makes me sound you know like a bit of a fool who just wants everything to be done the way he wants it to be, which is not actually how I
Yeah,
am.
yeah, exactly, Jay Wolf. I can't show it too long, like Toei
But
or Aisha, whoever would
there,
strike it down. But
I think the reason as to why I felt this way initially when reading this chapter is because there are aspects of this power he has now that I do genuinely love, which is the fact that he can basically use his gears without needing to go into them. If that makes any sense, he doesn't need to use the air to inflate himself anymore. He doesn't. He can just say, "I want to get bigger," and then make himself bigger, or "I want to
right.
make my arm go like 5,000 miles," and it just stretches that far. Like that aspect, I love. I'm just kind of scratching my head and thinking, okay, what was the deal with his fist going through Kaido's head? Did he like punch a hole through his brain?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, what? That drew me off, and that's why. But someone in the comments said they think he just rubberized Kylo's head and he didn't punch through it. He just stretched his head with his fist.
Did he just do it just to scare the hell out of him?
I don't know, cause I thought he killed Kaido. I was like, oh, L. I
I
was like
really,
LKK.
yeah.
I thought he
Um,
really killed Kaido. Like, but
and
so you didn't notice this panel either? Like when
y- yeah,
Luffy was looking down at the citizens and he was like enormous.
that panel is kind of what made me get a little bit angry because I'm like,
See, so it was showing it twice that he was that big.
Oda, what are you trying to do? You trying to turn this into freaking body horror all of a sudden?
Oh,
Like,
so you was just confused because you didn't see the other. You missed the panel when he turned big.
yeah, I did miss that, which is a really cool panel. I have to admit. Um, I just like
It looks like he's jumping off the yeah.
when
He did that little thing when they like run fast in cartoons in the air and
so
and it create fire.
so he can. Oh, so when he turned him into a jump rope, he was burning him too.
You want to look back at it? The
Yeah,
chapter.
didn't he kind of set him on fire and then use him as a jump rope at the same time?
No, okay. So he turned gigantic. Then Kaido bit him, and so since Kaido bit him, Luffy like when he was inside, like he went. Okay, I'm not describing this right, but basically Luffy turned gigantic. Kaido's also big, so he bit Luffy. And then Luffy had grabbed him, and he started swinging him around like a jump rope. I guess the reason why Luffy grabbed him is so he can let him go, basically.
You know what
And that made Kaido let him go, like when Luffy was swinging him around.
you know what I'm expecting him to be able to do? Make his hair grow to the point where he can just wrap you up in it and just like start like twirling his head around and spinning you in the air.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
maybe.
imagine he's got you in his hair and he like headbutts the ground and slams you onto it.
I mean, maybe, man. I mean, what other cartoon games can he do? I think he's done everything.
I mean, you could argue that he's technically warping reality itself. Maybe that's what Oda's trying to do. Is like, yeah, it's for a gag, but the
I
real
mean,
reason,
that's really what Toon Force is, though. Just
yeah.
pretty much just doing anything.
So we might see him like open a hole in the sky or something, and then like
Oh yeah, that's facts. He could skywalk without Gear 4. Yeah, that's basically what I mean. He
I made
wasn't
the
skywalking specifically. He was just running in the air, like
I
you know.
yeah, I made the joke that he's
Oh, you
gonna
know what?
turn.
One last thing he can do.
Hmm?
He can like, what if like Kyle's trying to run towards something? Like, what if he like draws like a giant hole, and he runs through it. Then Kyle tries to run through, it and he just hits a wall. You know what I'm talking about?
So,
You know when they have like them giant train holes in the Road Runner cartoons.
oh my God, what if his blood is what he uses for that? Because the
Wait,
whole
what?
if he's gonna draw a line and make that happen, what's he gonna draw it with? Like
Oh,
he needs like ink or something. So what if while in this form, Luffy's blood is actually ink,
I don't know, man.
and
Maybe.
he can kind of like excrete the ink and then like make a circle on the ground, create a manhole, open it up, and then just like move it or something. I kind of want to see that. I want to see him make like a wall as somebody's coming at him, and he just steps out of the way and they smash into
Yeah, I can see that happening. Um,
it.
or he can I'm trying to think of another one. Nah, I mean I don't know how that would work though. Actually, I was thinking about another one, but I don't think that would actually work. But I was thinking about the whole TNT thing, but that's not gonna work because Luffy doesn't have TNT on him.
I mean, he could create an explosion somehow. I'm sure. I mean,
Like he blows up someone with TNT, it hurts them, but doesn't really hurt them.
he doesn't use bombs, but I could see him like if there was a bomb around, he just swallows it and then like spits it out.
We gotta see Luffy around meat now in this form. 'Cause
So
you know he's gonna have the heart bumping out his chest.
he's I'm honestly surprised that his heart literally hasn't started pump beating out of his chest yet.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna have the hard eyes and his heart gonna be pumping out his chest when he sees meat.
yeah, right.
Sanji already does that though. It
Speaking
does.
speaking of that, not trying to change subjects. Do we think aspects of this power will be unlocked due to him eventually learning the true nature of the fruit? Because
Oh, you
if
mean him being able to do this stuff outside of Gear 5?
yeah, but to a much lesser degree. Because I mean,
Possible.
if the true power of the fruit is freedom and having a body that is rubber but can do all these wacky things with it, then
It's
the
freedom
nature
and
of that
imagination.
yeah, the nature of that fruit shouldn't go away completely just because he's no longer in Gear 5. Like,
I mean, he for one gotta really control it. I'm not sure Luffy's even completely Luffy. Like Luffy's
well,
goofy, but he's not this goofy. He was pretty serious. Well, I'm not saying he's joy, but wait, what happened?
I laughed when you said Luffy's goofy, and I'm like, just take away the L and put a G. Guffy. Goofy.
Yeah,
Monkey
Monkey
D.
D.
Goofy.
Goofy, Monkey D. Goofy.
Imagine it's a shame they couldn't do this because of copyright, but imagine if he was able to do the goofy laugh, like when he's falling.
You
It's
know,
like,
yeah, that's why I said they have to edit in the cartoon sound effects, man. It's gonna be an L if they don't. But I need Luffy at the end of Wano to be like, "That's all, folks."
I mean, Oda would probably get sued because of copyright, but he could say something like to that same effect.
Oh, that's
Like, I'm,
I don't know.
uh, this is gonna sound weird. I wonder if Luffy can kind of serve as as like a second performer on the crew, like use this power to entertain everybody.
Possible, but we're gonna see an example how it will sound with sound effects.
Yeah, not only that, but like not only that, but
Yeah,
like is there gonna be
I
how do
don't
I
know
put
if y'all could hear that. I don't know y'all could have. Could you hear that cat?
yeah, I could hear it.
Okay, because it'd be kind of
I'm waiting for like the boing, 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 boing
yeah. It
sound
has
and
to
all
be
that.
that. It has to be an anime.
Actually, I remember Luffy having an attack where he bent his fist somehow, and he like turned one punch into multiple punches, and it made like a rubber band sound. It was
Oh,
going dong 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 dong
I
dong dong.
don't. Huh? I don't remember. I believe you. I just don't remember.
Ooh, I just thought of something. So if imagine if Luffy was somehow able to make a wall look like a tunnel, Kaido runs into it, and you know how when in cartoons when they run into a wall, they get splatted and peel themselves off, and their faces are still stuck to the wall.
You said what happened? What? Say it
Maybe,
again.
maybe if Kaido ran into a wall that was made to look like a tunnel, and Luffy runs through it, once Kaido hits that wall, what if his face gets stuck to the wall, like how cartoons do?
Possible. Possible. I. Yeah, that could go back to the whole, him riding with his blood thing. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I'm only saying that because I,
You
I
know what's
mean,
yeah, it's funny is that I think we joked about this stuff a long time ago, but now it's actually possible.
yeah, all right. Like,
Like
what
we
the what the hell can he do? I mean,
like
could
I
he?
talked about Luffy going through a keyhole so many times.
That's a great point. Maybe he can not only make himself larger, but maybe he can make himself even smaller,
Yeah.
like like freaking Ant Man almost. Like he just
Yeah.
shrinks himself down to like the size of a pebble, and then like jumps inside of like if he fights Big Mom later, which I don't think will happen, but let's say it does. He shrinks down, jumps in her mouth, and starts beating her up from the inside.
I mean that's basically what he did. Well, not shrinking, but he went inside Kyle's mouth and beat him up from the inside.
Yeah, he turns her he turns her tonsil into, you know how the tonsils sometimes are used like a punching bag.
Yeah. Poor Kaido, man. I know I like just imagine the nightmares he's gonna have from Luffy just stretching through his freaking eyes. That's
I
terrifying.
mean, having a fist go through my head would just
And you just
like
see Kyle's reaction. He's like, "What the freak just happened?" Like, you see, he's actually like, "What?" Because it's like it's almost like Luffy's casting illusions on him because it's not actually happening. It's
what if
just the cartoon effect of it.
what if that was, dude, that'd actually be pretty epic if it was an illusion relating to like laughter, and it was kind of driving Kaido insane at the same time.
Oh yeah, that can go back to the whole, we said about the whole the cartoon tunnel thing,
Yeah,
like a fake
and
wall or whatever.
and it turns out that the smoke from Gear 5 is some kind of hallucinogenic.
And then Kaido's a little bit more resistant to it because he drinks all the time or something.
Yeah. I mean, I will say is this chapter definitely confirms that Luffy is not somebody else, because he's still got the same mannerisms and speech
No,
patterns.
he's definitely goofier than before though. It definitely makes him goofier, but he's not Joy Boy specifically.
Yeah, that's just because the Zoan power makes you like kind of high, if you will. It kind of makes you high.
Luffy's high right now.
I mean, I was gonna make the joke that Luffy's kind of turned into like a good version of the Joker in a way, where
Oh,
he's just
depends on the version because some Jokers be super serious.
well, what I mean is a good version of the Joker in that because
Yo, Dark, what's up, man? Oh, continue what you're saying.
because Joker is always dangerous, but he's so insane that he finds almost everything funny. So I feel like that's kind of how Luffy is right now.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh yeah. Oh, Luffy needs to do a fake gunshot. You know, like when you shoot when they shoot a gun, then it just comes out with a flag that says bang.
What does he do? What would he do? Turn his hand into a gun and like shoot the finger at you, and then regrow the fingertip?
Yeah, and then he hits you with his other hand while you're distracted or something.
I'm now expecting Luffy to do something like what the mask can actually do, where he spins around like a tornado and changes into different outfits. So like we
Yeah.
could have we could have like cook. We could have Chef Luffy, who tries to cook his opponent. Um, I wonder if that's possible. But if his body's so much more free, could he actually like full on shapeshift at this point?
I don't know, man. I do agree that we do need to know the extent of the power, but this is just one chapter.
And I'm fairly certain that this is not going to be the last power up. Because let's be honest, this is not the last arc. Every MC gets. I'm not going to say he's going to get a new Devil Fruit ability, but he's going to. I don't know. Maybe it'll be revealed that because of the wackiness of this power, Luffy can't actually control who gets affected by it, and he'll have to learn to control that or something. Because
Hmm.
I mean, he's so, like you said, he's so goofy at this point, to the extent where it's almost like he doesn't really. It's almost like he's become somewhat insane. And I wonder if it's possible for this power to be somewhat dangerous around allies.
It's possible. It's very possible.
Could they accidentally be sucked into this wackiness?
Yeah, Nami's like I'm drowning. Like I don't know. Like Chomper's like I'm drowning, and Luffy's like ha 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 ha. He's just laughing his ass off.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's similar to how Zoan transformations for other people have affected their personalities. Like Lucci becoming more bloodthirsty. If if the joy aspect of this fruit is too uncontrollable for him, it might actually affect his ability to think rationally.
Yeah, because
Like
it doesn't seem like he's so incredibly just not taking it seriously that it could be an issue.
which, well, taking it. Yeah, exactly. It's almost as if that could potentially be the weakness, because I don't think his fruit necessarily needs a weakness like using this causes something awful to happen to him. I just think.
I'm kind of tired of the whole. I'm not gonna lie. I am a bit tired of the whole. What you call it?
Yeah,
Time limit weakness.
yeah, because this is supposed to be Luffy's awakening, right? So the idea would be, when we saw Katakuri and Doflamingo use awakenings, and yes, I know they're Paramatrix, not Zoans, but those two were able to use their awakenings for a considerable amount of time while being under complete control of it. So I would only assume that would be the case for Kid, Law, and Luffy after they've, basically, I don't want to say trained, but after they've like mastered the ability they have now,
Yeah,
if that makes any sense. Because yeah,
I
we
get
don't
what
we don't we don't need a time
you're right. I agree with that. I'm super tired of time limits.
I'm tired of the whole, oh, this character needs to be nerfed. Let's give them a stamina drain, or and let's say that if they drain all their stamina, it starts depleting from their lifespan. I'm so freaking tired of that. Like,
And plus, it's like, how much lifespan does Luffy have to just keep draining? Like,
yeah, I know, right? I
he's
mean,
already lost years on his life. Like, it's crazy to think
one
about, but he's really lost years on his life
like one
already.
one person pointed out, why should certain devil fruit abilities have a limitation like stamina drain when Whitebeard's didn't seem to do that, and his was incredibly powerful. Like, I think if you're gonna make it so that devil fruit abilities strain your stamina, it should be the case for every devil fruit power and not just certain ones, because then it just feels unbalanced. Like,
Yeah. I can agree to that.
And I
But
mean, we also need to look at it from the perspective of they're supposed to be, you know, like ridiculous monsters. That's the entire point of them being the way they are. Like, why should you want them to no longer be that way?
that's true.
And I don't think limits really make sense for Oda because the very way in which he designed Luffy's abilities for Gear Fifth pretty much confirms that there are no limits to what Oda, could come up with for future
Yeah,
abilities.
yeah. It might have to be some serious nerfs because Luffy has the potential to easily be the strongest character in the series right now, just right
Yeah,
now.
I think
And, yeah, I mean, some of the limits can be kind of weird though because like how Law apparently has a limit of stamina, but he just keeps going. So,
maybe Oda could make a joke out of it and say that meat works for Luffy in the same way that spinach works for Popeye now.
oh my goodness, he's already so strong, and then Luffy eats meat and
Like
gets
let's
stronger.
say he actually needs to consume meat after, because this is, you could just say this is only happening because he awakened it, and as a rebirth of sorts. But what about when he goes into this state, in the future on his own? Like
Hmm.
maybe Oda could make it so that he has to have like a chicken drumstick on him to actually use it.
Yeah, I mean that's very possible. Like
Not that I'm
um,
saying I'd like that necessarily, but
I get what you're saying, man. It's very possible.
do you think it
Oh,
would have been better? Do you think it would have been better if Luffy's hair was rainbow colored, which would have
what?
fit with the
Why?
whole?
Why
It
would
would
it
have
be Luffy representing the LGBT community? Like, what's going on?
no, or okay, well,
I mean,
maybe
Luffy
maybe
is
not that.
asexual. He is asexual, so he's part of that. But
I just meant like the hair color should represent how wacky it is. And when I think of wacky, I think of the colors of the rainbow. Or here's a question for you: since the devil fruit is purple in color, why does his hair not turn purple
hmm,
when he's in Gear 5?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why Oda chose white. I don't know what white represents exactly.
Unless white is supposed to be like when a cartoonist hasn't drawn anything yet.
Oh, I just looked up. It said that the white is supposed to represent purity and innocence.
Really? Huh.
The color white, not white people. The
I was I
practical.
was thinking maybe it I was thinking maybe it meant like a blank canvas.
That's possible. Yeah, black canvas. I mean,
Like
blank canvas,
like it'll actually gain some kind of color later on.
or like a blank canvas. It can kind of go whichever way it wants to.
Hmm.
I can see that. I'm looking for some more Gear 5 stuff.
Hey,
So you're a little bit more
yeah,
into this now, or
I've, this is always the case with me, where you know I either get angry because something doesn't make sense to me, which that's the exact reason why I didn't like this chapter initially, is because I couldn't wrap my head around it. Um,
and you know what's it's super convenient. The Popeye account had this tweet come out like a day before last chapter.
oh my god,
It's like they read the spoilers.
if
Like this is the official Popeye account.
if that One Piece Odyssey game comes out and Luffy has Gear 5 in that, oh my god,
Right.
like how would that even translate into a game? Like into a new Pirate Warriors when Luffy
I
has
don't
Gear
know,
5.
man. I mean,
Like,
it's gonna be they're gonna have a they always gonna have a limited. They probably going to limit the moves.
I mean, like, is he just gonna, like, oh, here's a Marine, I'm gonna stretch him out like a rope and then like use him as a lasso to wrap up the other Marines, and then like let go and have them all spin into the wall or something.
I mean, it depends on if he can affect others to that extent.
That's what I assumed was happening when he punched right through Kato's head, is that he either turned his head into rubber and formed a hole in his head, or like just phased through him like a ghost.
Yeah, Luffy's reality warping, bro. Jesus, Luffy's actually too strong for his own manga now.
And we don't even know how other people could potentially use this fruit. Like, imagine if
I
somebody
mean,
more
Luffy. I mean, they wouldn't be as strong as Luffy because Luffy's just it is his personality.
right, but if you had more of an imagination than he had, like
Is
you
that
didn't
possible?
have Luffy's limited just because of his personality. He's not out to hurt anybody. But if somebody with the wrong mindset had the powers of this fruit, I mean, like, what if
It's
it's
no, it's no
somebody who
one. It's
doesn't
no
mind
wonder
killing?
Joy Boy ruled the world. Cause didn't he have this fruit? Didn't they say it had this fruit?
I think we can assume that he did have this fruit, because why else would Zunisha recognize the beating of his heart and say Joy Boy is back? Like, that has to be the case.
Yeah.
I'm just suggesting that Joy Boy might have used the fruit somewhat differently than how Luffy's using it. Like, he'd still have the whole freedom aspect,
But what?
but maybe Joy Boy, for example, wasn't opposed to killing, if you will. Like, Luffy kind of has that whole no kill deal going for him. So, like, what if somebody who was incredibly violent had this power? How would they use it?
I mean, cartoons can get pretty violent.
That is true. They can.
Like especially like old. Like it's crazy to think about. Like they be using guns like constantly in like old school cartoons and like
Yeah,
they were like meant for kids or like when like freaking Jerry would like put like a dumb tap like a he'll like nail up like Tom's nail to the I mean tail to the wall or
yeah.
something. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because it's like it's hard to really say what the power would be like with a different person because it's literally a power that's truly fit for Luffy's character. So it's hard to say like what if Law had the power or something.
That is a
It,
good point, Dark.
it's really hard to think about.
You see,
Luffy seems to still feel the pain from the hits he takes, so I'm not that worried about him being completely overpowered.
yeah, that is
Did
true.
he have a super receiver to paint? I don't remember the part,
I
but
think
I'll
I think
sure.
in this chapter he
Oh
actually
yeah,
says
yeah.
why does it
When
hurt.
Kyle bought him, yeah, when Kyle bit him, he said, "Gah."
I think in the chapter doesn't he say it burns? Didn't he get burned by his fire breath or something?
Also, when Kyle bit him, he like yells out.
Yeah. So that I mean, yeah, Luffy can obviously still be harmed. It's just
It's just he could also low key warp reality as well.
yeah,
Like,
he can. I think the way Toon Force is described is that a tune can do anything as long as it's for the purposes of comedy.
let me look it up.
So so like if you wanted to do something like, oh, I'm gonna use my power to transport somebody into the ocean and make them drown, like that's not funny.
Right.
It's just basically just like ridiculous gag feasts.
Oh, you are right. It says Toon Force's ability quite similar to reality warping, only that is typically for comedic effect.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows? Maybe a limit to this power could be like if there's no joy around, if there's no confidence or anything, maybe the power gets weaker. Like maybe he actually has to depend on the other people to make this ability stronger.
Yeah,
Could
you make some good points, Cat. That's why I appreciate you being in the streams, bro.
Thanks.
We both have different. Oh yeah, versus Battle we could also is a good
And
site.
you know what's crazy is we could if we wanted to we could actually do a Luffy versus Bugs Bunny at some point.
Oh yeah, them zero battles. I haven't done one in forever.
We could literally at this point we could have Luffy go up against any Toon character now because
Although he'll probably still lose because he can actually get hurt, and they don't really get hurt. But
I mean
but
that's true.
we can still do it for the sake of comedy. Like when is April Fools?
Oh yeah,
Um, actually, let me show you something of what Bugs Bunny did one time, which is pretty ridiculous. Um, let me show you. All right, there it goes. Now check this out. This is absolutely ridiculous right here. Oh, what the heck? Uh, okay, here we go. Now look at Bugs Bunny.
I can't see it yet.
Oh, you can't see it.
It says
Oh,
if you see this image while browsing,
oh, that's because I got ad blocker on. Okay, so let me just show it from Google.
he's cutting the water. Oh no, he's literally cutting a country away.
Yeah, clearly. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, Luffy. Like, there's
Yeah, but
levels. There's
oh, I'm
certain
sorry.
levels, like,
I mean, unless Luffy can turn his hand into a saw and then cut something apart, I don't see him like pulling things out of nowhere. Like I don't see him pulling a saw blade out of out of thin air just so he can like cut something to pieces.
yeah,
I mean, who knows? Like I kind of tried to make the joke that since Luffy used to fight with staffs, maybe his fruit will allow him to conjure like a staff-sized pencil, and he can like use that for drawing purposes and also use it as a melee weapon.
yeah. P's dark.
Like give him a calligraphy brush, and then he can like draw.
Oh, now you're making me think. How would an artist be with this fruit?
Oh God!
Yes,
Oh
yes,
man!
yes. An artist would be ridiculous with this fruit. Because an
Oda
artist,
Oda gets transported into the One Piece world and actually eats this fruit.
yeah. Where's Panda Man? Panda
Which
Man shows up.
I don't know if I made the joke to you, but I made the joke that Oda missed a big opportunity here when he decided not to call it the Hito Hito no Mi model Oda.
Oh,
I would I would have done that. I would have made it where Gear 5 turns him into like a Oda lookalike.
yeah. I'm trying to look up Popeye's gifts, and they pull up the fried chicken. Oh, here we go. I guess because I had the S at the end.
Oh, I haven't even eaten yet. I forgot that I made something. Didn't eat it.
Okay, bro. We've been talking for a minute. We talked about pretty much everything and had some
Yeah.
good fun and some theories of what could happen. Checked out some gifts and some fan art, and I feel like this was a pretty good stream, man. It was pretty good. Like you
Yeah.
know, um, and yeah, sorry about what I said about Luffy last chapter. Luffy and Oda, you know what I'm saying? I said that you were one of the worst. You was one of the worst straw hats now. It's a whole long story. You want to go see that stream, you can go back on that stream, Although, you don't want to sit there and listen to a rant, you don't want to dawn the past. You don't have to check that out, but if you want to, you can. So yeah, man, we finna head out. Uh peace. Oh, let me I'm finna pull it up though. To be continued. So do you think next chapter we'll continue on this?
I would hope so because honestly, what else is there to show? I mean, outside of Oda deciding yet again not to finally kill Orochi off, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could go back and see the Gorosei make some kind of plan since the. Well, I guess they wouldn't know if that CP0 agent failed. Like, is that guy dead?
No, on One Piece, he's probably not dead. You know, he should be.
So I could see next chapter starting off where he contacts the Gorosei and says something to the effect of "I failed in my mission," and then the Gorosei are just freaking like horrified, like, "Oh
I
damn,
mean,
he awakened it."
didn't they say something actually about we appreciate his sacrifice?
Yeah, because they were banking on him killing Luffy before Luffy could awaken the power, and now he has.
Yeah, I think CP0 overestimated themselves too. We might have a entire other video on them, but
Oh,
yeah,
they
I'm finna,
were.
but yeah, we finna head out though, and
Yeah, they
yeah,
were arrogant as hell.
yeah, these gifts are so funny, man. But yeah, we finna head out.
Mm,
Peace, like Stripe. Chasing for next one.
peace.
Oh shoot, hold up, I'm pulling up right.